Hello and welcome to Feeding Our Flamingos. I'm Charlie, and in today's video I will be sharing what my family ate for each meal for a week. We eat mostly gluten-free, dairy-free, and sugar-free, but don't be surprised if you see us eating any of those foods. Enjoy! Alright, so the first day was a Saturday, and for breakfast we ate steel-cut oatmeal. We had some in our fridge left over, so I just had to reheat it with a little bit of almond milk. And then I mashed up some bananas, put it in my kids' bowls, and then they were able to choose what they wanted to eat with it, which was raisins and honey. I think I got out some almond butter, coconut flakes, and nuts that day too. For lunch that Saturday, we ate meat stock, which is a meal that you would eat if you're doing the GAPS diet. So we're not doing the GAPS diet. We're slowly trying to get there. We have not completely eliminated gluten, dairy, and sugar, but we continue to try doing that. And we also try incorporating foods that are on the GAPS diet each week. We all in our family have digestive issues as well as mental health issues, and I personally believe through the research I've done that the GAPS diet could significantly help us. But with 3 children, ages 11, 10, and 7, it can be a huge challenge because of picky eating. So we try to eat meat stock a couple times a month, at least 2 to 3 times every month. But we eat it with sauerkraut. So we just put the chicken on a plate with the sauerkraut and then pour some broth into a bowl or a mug and drink it. I love it. I think it's delicious. But my youngest, my 7-year-old boy, he doesn't love it, but he's actually starting to eat it better, especially the sauerkraut. I was surprised. For the longest time, for at least a year, he would not eat sauerkraut. I would just put a little bit on his plate every time, but he wouldn't really touch it. And then I started telling him that he had to at least take 1 bite, and he would do that. And then one day he started eating all of it, and he wanted more. So don't give up. It can definitely work out if you keep trying, if you keep putting it on the child's plate. For dinner that night, I wanted to keep things pretty simple because my husband was at work. So I served tuna salad with avocados, lettuce, and homemade crackers. I really like making crackers lately. The next day for breakfast, I served steel-cut oatmeal again. The day before, I had done a breakfast meal prep, which you can find linked in the description below. And I made enough steel-cut oatmeal to put in the fridge. So we had that for breakfast, make it really easy. It was a Sunday morning and we needed to get going to church. To change things up a bit, I added strawberries this time, not just bananas. So it was a little different. I completely forgot to film lunch and dinner from that Sunday. So for lunch we had chicken with tomato and lettuce salad and oranges, and then for dinner we went to a friend's house and they served us tacos, and I took a Brazilian coconut cake. Breakfast the next day, we started with an eclipse theme since that was the day of the eclipse and we were in the path of totality. I served tortillas with eggs and mashed avocado. Okay, we're having a picnic, and guess who made it? The kids. So this picnic is special because today is the total eclipse and we're in the path of totality. So we have some moon and star cucumbers, and we had total eclipse guacamole for a minute, but then they stirred it up. And just chips and salsa. We'll probably eat something else, I don't know what, but grapes? Grapes is a good idea, yeah. After lunch, we went outside to watch the eclipse. We had some popcorn. It wasn't great because there was cloud cover during the whole thing. For dinner that night, I attempted again to do another eclipse meal. So we had chicken gyros or chicken shawarma, whatever you want to call it. I did make the pita bread. It was pretty good. The next day, it was a Tuesday morning. We had monkey salad for breakfast. Now, monkey salad is basically sliced up bananas with milk and nuts, coconut flakes, chocolate chips, nut butter, and we like to add granola to it. It's really good. We used to add chocolate chips, but not anymore. It's kind of sad. It was really good with chocolate chips. For lunch that day, we ate chicken with sauerkraut, pickled beets, rainbow carrots, oranges, and water kefir. For dinner that night, we had rice bowls, and these particular rice bowls I used yellow rice, roasted veggies. We had carrots, cauliflower, and corn. Some lettuce and tomatoes and diced chicken, and then I made a curry mayo. I would say that this kind of rice bowl is my absolute favorite. I love this one. And this plate is showing what my son had on his plate he wanted to show you. I think what I really love the most about rice bowls in general is just how everybody can choose exactly what they want on their plates. So if somebody doesn't like a particular vegetable, they don't have to put it on their plate, and there's no complaints. You could make up rules like everybody has to have at least one vegetable or at least a little bit of rice or chicken, whatever you want for your own rules for your home, but my kids love it too. My kids love these rice bowls. Anytime I make any kind of rice bowl, they just love it. For breakfast the next day, we had an asparagus and ham frittata. In the early spring, I really love using asparagus. And I had leftover ham from Easter in my freezer. So this was actually a pretty easy meal to pull together. I just slice it into pieces, kind of like a pizza. It ended up being pretty thin. I don't make frittatas very often, so I don't know if you could add more eggs to make it thicker, but they're pretty tasty being as thin as they are. And I really like the color that's on the bottom because it adds a lot of flavor to it. And then I added oranges to the plates. Just cut up some oranges. It's really delicious. For our homeschool co-op lunch that week, we had pasta salad with chicken in it and grapes. My kids loved it a lot. We had plenty to eat for the next few days, actually. We had it, you'll see, we had so much left over. For dinner that night, we had taco salad. Our taco salad has chips and lettuce, corn and beans, And I made chicken in a yummy sauce, and then I topped it with homemade ranch dressing. Our breakfast that Thursday morning was a chocolate-covered strawberry smoothie, and it really pretty much tastes like a chocolate-covered strawberry. It's really good. I highly recommend it. We use almond milk in ours, and it doesn't require any actual chocolate, just cocoa powder, so it's completely dairy-free. For the most part, we drink the entire smoothie that morning for breakfast. But sometimes we have leftovers, so we'll put it in popsicle molds, put it in the freezer, and have popsicles later. Today we're going to the park for a picnic. We had homeschool co-op scheduled, but we had too many people that are going to be absent today, so we're canceling. And two of my kids are going to have what they had yesterday, pasta salad with chicken and grapes. And then me and my daughter are going to share this salad. It's a mason jar salad, but we put it in this container to easily take with us to the park. We'll just shake it when we get there. It has chicken and grapes, spinach, a really yummy mustard dressing, and some Parmesan cheese and spinach. Okay, we're at the park. We're enjoying our food. Right, Enzo? The girls are over there. Area. And then we'll do some schoolwork after we eat. Tonight for dinner we had leftovers, and I totally forgot to film before we started eating, which is why there's absolutely no asparagus to show here. But there was roasted asparagus, and we ate it all because it was so good. I personally wanted more, what is this called?
Taco salad.
It's a rice bowl, but it's got the curry mayo sauce, I think it's curry mayo. Mm-hmm. And I also added the taco salad chicken that we had last night for dinner.
I count you go.
Two of my kids wanted pasta salad again for dinner. And then my one daughter wanted taco salad like we had last night. For breakfast this morning we're having yogurt parfaits. We have some plain yogurt with honey, and then cut up bananas, strawberries, and granola. If the kids get more hungry, because we don't have hardly any yogurt left, if they get too hungry, I'll just make them some eggs. For lunch today, we're having leftovers again, and we made rice bowls out of it. We have the yellow rice that I used for a different meal mixed with beans and corn, and then I got out some taco meat from the freezer, heated that up, and then I added some lettuce to mine and pickled onions and ranch dressing from the taco salad I made the other night. And some people eat like this. They like lettuce, they like meat. Some people eat really fast, and some people love it, and they douse it with ranch. We decided to make homemade graham crackers after lunch that day. They turned out okay. They got a little overdone. They were still good. We ate them with some frosting that my mother-in-law had in her fridge and didn't want anymore.
These are actually the first time we've ever made graham crackers. Was our first batch we made. We put some aside for some neighbors, and then this is our second batch.
So we put these in for a little bit too long because they started to burn. But that's okay, they'll be nice and crispy. So why don't you do a little taste test for us? Even though I know you've probably been sampling them.
Yeah, I did. I brought they're good.
And why did we make graham crackers?
Because our grandma gave us frosting that she didn't use, and we wanted to eat it with something, but we didn't have anything, so we decided to make graham crackers.
It's Friday night, dinner time Friday night, and we got leftovers again. Yoo-hoo! And this kid here, my son, he has pasta salad with chicken. And this kid here, my daughter, has pasta salad with chicken and grapes because she didn't eat this at the park the other day. This girl is eating grapes with...
Pasta salad.
You want pasta salad too?
Mama,
My other child's gonna have pasta salad with grapes. And this is what I'm eating tonight. I've got more leftovers. Rice, beans, corn, chicken, ranch dressing. Oh, and I was gonna add salsa, but just found it in the fridge a little moldy.